Alrighty, welcome back. We're on episode number 27 of Divinity Original Sin Part 1, the Enhanced Edition. We stopped here at the Mortician's house. We are following our leads on our mysterious murder and the counselor's wife. So let's go ahead and see what we've got going on in here. Okay. Alright. Here's our Mortician.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
9-inch nails, fuel, hammer, and gold.
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here. So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here.
Okay. We met with Roberts, the local mortician. He seemed nervous and generally out of sorts. As it turns out, Jake was buried soon after the murder in the graveyard just east of Roberts' house. Okay. Did he go downstairs? Come here, Dora. Or I guess he did not go down here. Oh, there he is. Alright. What is he doing? Alright, he just went downstairs. Oh, he came back upstairs. Okay. Alright, so there's a couple ways of going through with this one. You know what? I don't want to do that either. I have to do it. If I recall correctly, there's a book in here that we can talk to. A book we can read that will progress the quest, and heading to the graveyard and digging up the corpse of Chancellor Jake will do the same thing. I believe they do the same steps. It's like one way or the other. They're not... I think they're mutually exclusive. Though... I'm thinking about it. I think if we get the corpse, we still will have the option of finding out about this. I don't know which way I should go on this. He likes to come up and down here, so he might come down while you're in the middle of doing this. Medora, you're picking up the shit. I don't want her picking up the shit. The corpse compendium. What else did she pick up?
Cloaked in dusk.
Alright. Let's see, which way do I want to do this? Alright, just loot everything up here if we can. Take him down. Interesting, his door's already open. Alright. I need him to go downstairs. Apparently he's just not going to be cooperative. Chess key. He does actually go downstairs at some point. Surprised he hasn't done it yet, though. Alright, we'll head in here. Close this door. Oh, there was the warehouse that we still have to get to. Forgot about that. Yeah, I gotta get that. Did I get everything here? No, I did not. That's the horse head here. Okay. Alright, get everybody downstairs. Okay, take this off. Let's see what we have here. 1 perception, okay. And movement. She doesn't need movement. She doesn't move, she's an archer. Let's give that to Jahan. Cup of water, apples, knife, key. Magic dart. I think we have that on Jahan already. Okay. The hefty metal head of this axe would look right at home in a forge or on a skull. Okay, let's see. Fedora, is that an upgrade? That is an upgrade. Alright. Alright, so Medora can put her loot to rest here. Okay. Blessed Age leather bracers of protection. Okay, 17 and 12 hit points. So it considers 12 hit points better than 2 initiative. Okay. Oh, did I look at John? Okay. Alright, let's do a hard save here and try to figure out how we want to tackle this. Guess we can all just go in there. Alright, get some XP. Finding the room. Alright, so this Robert's Ledger is the thing we're
Lucky find!
interested in. Okay. Alright, I don't want to read that yet. So, let's get out of here. Of course. -1 reputation. So that's what happens when Robert sketches you. He doesn't even have a speech. Alright. So that happened because he happened to come downstairs. So we were there all that time and he never came downstairs. The second we decide we want to leave it, he shits. Literally, the second we open the door, he shows up. Astonishing, really. Alright. So let's just go head to the north gate and bypass him. Now let's head to the graveyard. And it might be time that I'm going to have to start pickpocketing people now. Alright, let's talk to him. You can't
May
talk
the
to him.
7 keep you.
Oh, wow! You smell even better than last time. Wow! Amazing! Like the mortician's house during summer. Ow! If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much! Seriously, so much! You have no idea!
Okay, so let's take a look at this. We're going to have... Hold on to
Where
this
are you,
hard
Jake?
save here.
Are you
Rest
playing
in
loudly?
peace, darling.
So let's check our experience here. What do we have? We have 26,000 experience. Okay.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Okay.
May the 7 keep you.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone
Where are
snatched
you,
Jake's
Jake?
body.
Are you playing without me?
Sheep's corpse. Sadly, this sheep is too long dead to work into a stew. Okay.
Rest in peace, darling.
Okay. So Medora has
Jake?
the...
Where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
a mysterious murder. We dug up Jake's coffin and found that a sheep, rather than Jake's body, was buried inside. Clearly someone made off with the body. But who and for what purposes? It is imperative that we find out where Counselor's Jake...
Where are you?
Where
Are you here,
Counselor's...
Jake?
Where the Counselor's corpse is
Jake?
taken.
May the 7 keep you.
Little Bo Berta lost her sheep. We found the rotting remains of a sheep. Could it be Berta's? Okay.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Seems like some mutt is marking my territory. Someone stole Jake? Jake stole my ball once, but then he threw it far, and I went and I got it. And Jake was awesome. Listen, if you go around town and find someone who you think might have done it, bring me a really stinky something of theirs. And I'll see if I can smell Jake on it. An awesome smell. I couldn't mistake it. Join you? No way. I mean, you smell pretty great. Even better than the dumpster behind the butcher's house. But the town is full of scary stuff like body snatchers and bathtubs. Without my best friend, the most awesome Jake ever, here to protect me, I'd rather stay far away. Just bring those smelly items to me here. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much! Seriously, so much! You have no idea! Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cecil? He's all right, I guess. Mostly he smells like old books, which is neither awesome nor non-awesome. Bring me anything of theirs, and I'll be able to tell you if I can sniff out Jake's smell on them. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Did you find something for me to stick my nose into?
Okay,
May
so
the
we have the
seven
smelly
keep
items,
you.
okay. Alright. I don't want to do that yet. I want to see... We need to see if Esmeralda's still in the game. Yeah, we need to see if Esmeralda's still here. We need to see if Evelyn's still here. So all those smelly items that I picked up were the dog. Okay, Esmeralda's still here.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
I don't want to talk to Bertia yet either. Is Evelyn still here? There, she's still here, okay.
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Alright, so now it's a matter of which way to do it. Should I do it this way? Then read the book?
Tell me,
Okay, so... Mysterious murder. Jake's faithful dog is willing and able to help us find his master's murderer. Should we find any particularly odorous items belonging to any suspects, he'll be able to tell us. He'll be able to tell whether or not they've been in contact with Jace recently. Okay. So if we... Yeah, let's head up to Roberts. Let's do this multiple ways. Alright, let's get this. Save here.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales.
Okay. Okay, so we go into one of these, huh? Alright, so he wins.
I suppose with my ledger sticking out of your pocket, the truth is bound to come out sooner or later. May as well be me who gives you the full and correct version.
Well that sucks. That's not exactly what I wanted to do then. I didn't think you would say that though.
I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlour, and when I returned, the body was simply gone. In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden. My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda.
Okay.
Well, that's what you get for trying.
Okay, so that was interesting. The mortician Rob is admitted to stealing the sheep. We discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Whoever the culprit is, he or she better start shaking in their boots. Okay, so that happened because we had the mortician's log in our inventory. So what I want to do now is go back to the north gate, and I'm going to specifically check on Evelyn. Let's see if she's still here. And it looks like I should have talked to Bertia before confronting him. So after we dug up the sheep, we talked to her first. And then what I'll do is I'll throw the mortician's log
Quiet day
out.
on the market, it seems.
Okay, so she's still here. Let's go back to here. I don't want to be in that. Okay. So we should talk to Bertie before we do this. Let's see what she has to say. Here.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Alright.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton. Not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will ya? Me little mouldering darling.
Interesting. Alright.
This is intolerable.
Portions to be
The momentum
muscle
of time is
scrolls
slipping through
to
our hands,
entussle
and you fritter it away on conversations about decomposing mutton. Focus, sauce
Bleeding
hunter.
waste standing here without
Focus.
so much as a piglet in the pen.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish.
A little bit of Bertie lost her sheep. We found Bertie's sheep, but who could have stolen it? Okay, yes, so we definitely wanted to do that.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton. Not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will ya? Me little mouldering darling.
Okay.
I'm true.
So
I
let's stick
wonder how
around.
my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
We'll listen to Bertia's conversations now, see if anything's changed.
Cheese. The excuse is more holes than a
Doreen, huh?
fine Gorman lamb.
Bleeding waste standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Okay.
I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
I wonder how my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
Okay, so let's go back to the mortician now. Alright, so now what I want to do is throw the journal down out here. Actually, we'll just stick it in one of these containers and then lose that conversation and see what happens. And she doesn't need to be the one doing that. Come here. Okay, so let's put this in there. Okay. Alright, back to this.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales.
Alright, so we want to lose this again. And see what happens now that we don't have the ledger in our hand. Which apparently it's not going to happen. Don't want that to happen. Alright. Well, Roberts has +1 on us, he still isn't winning. That's ridiculous. This game and its randomness makes no sense. How you can have a coin flip that always lands your on heads. It's a fucking
I
coin
suppose you're right. A corpse is one thing, but I couldn't stand to have the disappearance of a living soul on my conscience. Come, I'll tell you the whole story.
No, don't tell me the whole story. Come on, just win the goddamn conversation.
Why should I help those louts? Most of them would do anything to avoid paying a few extra gold pieces for a proper funeral. And anyway, I haven't got a thing to tell you. Enough of that bloody business. If you're just going to bother me about finished matters, I'd consider it a favor if you'd leave me be.
Okay, so that's what happens. We failed to convince Roberts the mortician to spill the beans about what really happened to Jake's body. Let's hope there are other ways yet to procure the truth. Okay, so there are other ways.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Enough of that bloody business. If you're just going to bother me about finished matters, I'd consider it a favor if you'd leave me be.
Okay, so we took an attitude hit of -50. So if we go back to this now and pick this up. Alright, so now we have his ledger. Robert's ledger. There's a clammy, sickly, sour odor to this particular tome. Like a carcass left too long beneath the summer sun. Alright, so let's read it. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air. And even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved. But as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be tracked back to me.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Alright, so we've discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Whoever the culprit is, he or she better start shaking in their boots. Okay. Okay.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Okay. So at this point, then, we have 26,770. Okay. So we progress it to the point of asking about those 4, but we lost 50 on we lost 50 attitude. So if we go back down here and instead, so when you lose the attitude, then you can read the ledger and go back and confront him. When you lose and have the ledger in your inventory, he just says, okay, I see the ledgers in your inventory. So now, if we come out here and just read the ledger, like so, go ahead and read that. Alright, so furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved. But as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be tracked back.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Okay. We've discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice, Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Whoever the culprit is, he or she had better start shaking in their boots. Okay, so now if we talk to him, we should have the attitude with him still. Not that it really matters a whole lot. Okay, yeah, so we still have the attitude.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Alright, so it's the same XP doing it that way. Okay, but we don't lose the attitude towards him. Alright.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Like I said, I'm sure as sin not the ghoul responsible for snatching that body. Far as I can reckon, your most likely suspects are Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, the Doctor's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the Mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. and he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Theleron bought an old shack of the morticians. Okay.
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlour. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
Okay. So let's take a look, make sure Evelyn's still in the game, and if she is, we can talk to her now. Then I want to go to Aureus. So we're not at the point yet where we're gonna lose people, I think.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Alright. Theleron, okay, she's still here.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Okay. Let's see if this...
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relics for you to destroy. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theleron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Okay.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relics for you to destroy.
Okay, so let's head up here to Mayor Cecil.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Okay. Let's head over to Captain Aureus. Maybe we should talk to Aru first. Yeah, let's talk to Aru again. We'll tell him about the corpse. Maybe I'll have something to say about Cecil. Honorius, Esmeralda, and Evelyn.
Those boats would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to signing recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
Anything new?
By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone? Replaced with that of a sheep? This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Could Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless. You're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you.
Okay. Nothing from him. Well, there was something new, but no log update. Okay. Let's talk to Orius.
Oh, what now? Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Okay, Robert shows up.
He already came clean and expressed his remorse. We should let this one slide.
Right you are. Succumbing to a temporary temptation shouldn't be enough to land a man in jail, even if he technically committed a crime.
Why bring up the subject of arresting someone if you don't dare go through with it? Damn waste of time, you!
Okay, so doing that does what? Renegade. I think we do want him for Renegade, but we don't want her for Renegade. Okay, so we want to do that different.
Oh, what now? Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Okay, so you can only bring it up one time. Okay, so don't talk about Robert's arrest yet. Okay.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Okay.
Yes. Discovered anything? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed.
I find it odd that you can't ask about Esmeralda here.
Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
Apparently he doesn't like that. That attitude didn't change though.
You, again. Yes. Discovered anything? Oh, what now? Yes. Discovered anything? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you found any suspect?
Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. So we can try to arrest Roberts. We can try to arrest Esmeralda. I'm surprised that Esmeralda didn't pop up in that menu. It's weird. I know she has her own menu, but
Not in the mood for cheese.
you'd think that she would pop up so that you could talk to him about it.
Slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Alright, so I'm gonna go over here, check and see if Evelyn's still in the game.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Okay. Alright, so
Delicious dogfish. Yours
now
for a scrap of gold.
we've got a couple ways that this can proceed. Oh, one of them is we need to go to the shelter plane. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, we've got to start pickpocketing people now. Because once we progress either the Mortician's line or Esmeralda's line. No, once we progress Esmeralda's line or the dog's lines, we'll start losing people. So I need to be able to start pickpocketing stuff, and that might be where I need to have Woolgraf here with me. So let's get Medora out of here.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Actually,
Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covering your back against the gnashing hordes, eh? But what'll you do if a pack of wild necromantic wolfhounds attacks? Well, I reckon I'll keep a lookout on the shelter plain until you lot come to your senses. Medora salutes you, comrades, until we meet again.
okay.
You call to Woolgraf. He awaits your queries. A wide smile showing all teeth and gums lightens the rogue's face as he gathers his belongings and prepares to join you once more. He's as ready as ever.
You know, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead
Damon
and get...
Daemonium. I'll find you yet.
I'm gonna take both Woolgraf and Bear Daughter and kind of run around, see if I can find anything that's new.
Do you now? Yours is this mistake to make, Hunter. And yours is the opportunity to set it right. Until then, I shall reside at the end of time, among imps.
Garland has taken herring from Jahan. What? Why the hell would I need herring? How is this a quest item? Okay.
Heard any good tales, my friend? May the hunt continue!
Okay, so let's go ahead and put a hard save here and see what I want to do here. He has pickpocketing at 1, so I don't think I actually need to do that, do I? And I can't spend a point to get it up. I already have pickpocketing at 1 through Renegade. Alright, so that doesn't really help, does it? So I need to get my pickpocketing gear on then. I mean my pickpocketing gear. Pickpocketing, lockpicking, lockpicking. Okay, that's pickpocketing. Do I have pickpocketing in any other fashion? No, not there. here. They have no inventory. So his pickpocketing is 3. I know I can get pickpocketing on racers. I thought I had it maybe already on a racer, but maybe not. Lockpicking. Well, shit. I'm picking 1. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna progress from this point or not. Let's head back here. Alright. I'm just gonna take Bear Daughter and Wolf Graf around and just see if they have anything interesting to say about anything at all. They may have different interactions with different
Peace
NPCs.
be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace.
Maybe that once the triggers happen for the other characters, that it can't happen for the newer characters that you put in.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
Wizard of Hunter's Edge.
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated.
What's with you, bipeds and beer? No better drink than milk.
The likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Providing you can afford it, I'll be happy to supply you with all the gear you'll need while swinging swords alongside the Fabulous Five.
I don't know if I did this one.
Oh, darling, that was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what after all this time? What matters is the here and now. And in this moment, I promise to give you the best deals on adventuring equipment you'll find in all Sicile. Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five, after all.
Let's take a look at the room here. Maybe talk to this guy.
Come now, Alistair.
Glorious to see you once more, fair friend. I hope you've given some thought to my revelation. I think only of your eternal soul, after all. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
He says he's an immaculate. But I thought they'd been banished after the death of the Source King.
Wolfgraf hands Bear Daughter a note. Sorcerers still abound, my forest friend. Here I stand, living proof of their wickedness.
Okay, so they do have something new. Okay, well shit.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Who knows what triggers them? I mean, they could trigger from anybody.
Abracazoo Malefidam! Expect rain tonight, my friend. Zandalon has willed it so.
Oh, we forgot to pick up the inert source one. Alright. Pick that thing up. Alright, so they don't have anything to say about that.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
All right. Okay.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
How fares your first quest, hero and hunter? Fabulously exciting, I'll bet.
The good stuff.
Cecil isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Tussle you.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
Walgraff gives you a knowing look. He seems to think the mayor is a few arrows short of a quiver.
I hope there are no large predators around, or the mayor may find himself easily hunted. Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Jolly good. Join me, why don't you, for a scandalously milky saucer of feral leaf tea?
Turjageta, friend. Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wiped those muddy boots on your way in. Volume 2.
Okay. So there's just random things that pop up depending on where you go, who you talk to, whether or not the companions say anything about them.
Dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Oh, what's the point anymore?
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katarina's #1 export to this gloomy town.
Wow.
What is it this time?
Cedric show is a doozy! Woo!
Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here.
May the Seven bless you, most generous friend. May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind stranger. Thank you, kind one.
What's the status,
Another
soldier?
peaceful day, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! Excellent! Let's keep it that way.
Sorry, sir.
To the barracks! March!
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Source hunter or no, not a single non-legionnaire is permitted into the treasure room. Pockets have a pesky habit of growing extra deep in such places.
Right.
Source hunter, welcome, welcome.
Okay, so I guess they don't have anything else to say. Alright, oh. What are we at here? Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here. So next episode I have to try to do some crafting. I need to get charisma up, and I have to pickpocket. I thought Woolgraph would be needed, but that's not going to be the case, so I don't need Woolgraph in the group. Bear Daughter I can take out of the group again. There's some other things we have to loot too. Alright, yeah, I'll pick up next episode doing miscellaneous things. Alright, later guys.